Tennis, Eala takes pride in super special win against Jasmine Paolini. Filipina tennis star Eala continues to rise on the international stage, as she claimed another win over a top 10 opponent at the Dubai Tennis Championships. This time, Eala pulled off a massive upset against world number 8 Jasmine Paolini of Italy to advance to the round of 16 of the WTA 1000 tournament. It marks the third time that she has beaten a player in the top 10 of the WTA rankings, after her victories over Madison Keys and Iga Swiatek in last year's Miami Open. Each match is a challenge and everybody at this stage really wants to continue, said Eala afterward. I'm not an exception to that either. It was an incredible experience, the 20-year-old said of the match. The mix of an amazing atmosphere, being in such a beautiful court as well as such high competition made this match super special for me. Eala cruised to a 6-1 victory in the opening set, serving well against Paolini. But the Italian regrouped in the second set, dragging Eala into an extended affair. The young Filipina showed her poise down the stretch, claiming a sensational 6-1, 7-6, 7-5 win. She is an incredible fighter, to be sure, Eala said of her foe. I think I tried to remind myself that I was doing well. She earned those points as well, so I think that when I have an opportunity every time opportunity rolls, I try my best to be brave and go for my ball. Her win over Paolini came in front of a massive crowd of Filipinos in Dubai, which Eala acknowledged was a factor in the match. The stadium was really full. I looked up and the Filipinos were there. It's really such a blessing to be able to play in those sorts of atmospheres, she said. I am really privileged and thankful that I am able to introduce women's tennis to a new demographic. I think they are really enjoying it, she added. Up next for Eala is a showdown with world number 32 Sorana Cestilla in the round of 16. On a warm evening lit by stadium lights and quiet expectation, a young Filipina stepped onto the court carrying more than a racket. She carried a flag stitched in memory, a childhood shaped by discipline, and the steady belief that the world could be reached one baseline at a time. Across the net stood a seasoned contender, sharp, relentless, and unafraid. But this story would belong to youth, courage, and the thin white lines that define destiny. When Eala faced Jasmine Paolini, it was more than a match. It was a bridge between generations, a clash between rising promise and established brilliance. And when the final ball kissed the court beyond Paolini's reach, Eala did not scream. She exhaled. Because some victories are loud, and some are sacred. This one was super special. The weight of the moment. 4 years, Eala had lived in the long shadow of possibility. From the tropical courts of the Philippines to elite training grounds in Europe, she learned that greatness is not born from applause but from repetition. Dawn practices. Blistered hands. Silent drives home. Across the net, Paolini brought experience carved from Grand Slam battles and two-level triumphs. The Italian was known for her speed, resilience, and uncanny ability to turn defense into dazzling attack. Many would have called her the favorite. Many would have predicted the steadiness of experience over the hunger of youth. But tennis is not played on paper. From the first rally, there was a tension that felt almost cinematic. The ball moved like a comet between them, cross-court exchanges, sudden drop shots, fierce backhands struck with the kind of conviction that makes a crowd forget to breathe. Eala's game shimmered with intention. She did not merely return shots, she sculpted them. Her forehand carried a whisper of risk. Her backhand, steady and unafraid, found angles that forced Paolini to stretch beyond comfort. And when rallies grew long and lungs burned, Eala leaned into the fatigue instead of away from it. She was not there to survive. She was there to win. A match of nerves and nerve. The scoreboard told one story. The body language told another. Paolini, ever the competitor, fought back with the ferocity that has defined her career. She chased impossible balls and turned them into winners. She reminded the crowd why she belonged among the sport's elite. Every time Eala surged ahead, Paolini answered. It became a chess match played at 100 miles per hour. But somewhere in the decisive moments, those fragile, flickering seconds where matches tilt, Eala found stillness. Not calm, exactly. Something deeper. Trust. Trust in the thousands of serves she had practiced under a setting sun. Trust in the sacrifices her family had made. Trust in the girl who once dreamed of this very stage. On break point, she did not rush. On set point, she did not shrink. She struck the ball clean, let the sound echo, and watched as it sealed a result that would ripple far beyond the lines of the court. Super special. After the handshake at the net, respectful, brief, professional, Eala allowed herself a small smile. Later, when asked what the win meant, she called it super special. Two simple words. Yet they carried layers. It was special because Paolini was not just another opponent. She represented the tier Eala aspires to inhabit consistently. Beating her was proof, not promise, not projection, but proof, that Eala belongs in conversations that once felt distant. It was special because of where Eala comes from. Tennis is not the dominant sport in the Philippines. Facilities are fewer. Pathways are narrower. To rise from such soil requires more than talent, it demands stubborn belief. Every win on a global stage becomes communal. Shared. Celebrated in living rooms thousands of miles away. It was special because it was earned. No walkover. No luck. Just precision, grit, and bravery. Beyond the baseline. What makes tennis uniquely poetic is its solitude. There are no teammates to substitute in when nerves strike. No clock to run out. No hiding. When Eala stood to serve for the match, the court felt vast. The service box seemed smaller than ever. The air grew heavy. This is where champions are shaped, not in dominance, but in doubt. Her first serve clipped the net. Fault. A murmur rippled through the crowd. She bounced the ball again. Once. Twice. 3 times. The rhythm returned. She tossed, swung, and sent the ball slicing into the corner. An ace? Not quite, but good enough to seize control of the rally. Point by point, she built the finish. And when Paolini's final return sailed long, time seemed to suspend. Then release. Arms raised. Eyes shining. Not disbelief, belief confirmed. A signal to the future. In sport, certain victories function as punctuation marks. They end one sentence and begin another. For Eala, this triumph signals transition. She is no longer merely a prospect with promise. She is a competitor capable of toppling established names. The difference is subtle but seismic. For young athletes watching, especially in Southeast Asia, the message is clear, the pathway exists. It may be steep, winding, and lonely at times. But it exists. And perhaps somewhere, a child gripping a borrowed racket watched Eala's victory and felt something ignite.